There are two basic principles. One has to do with efficiency and one has to do with equity. What does efficiency mean? It means that you want to introduce taxes that do not waste resources in a society. And the other one is equity, that you want to make sure that they're fair. For example, everybody, there is not too much excess burden on one segment of the population or the other. And the other reason that you want to make sure that the tax rate are at levels that do not discourage people from working. Then it will become difficult for the government to raise taxes. So one has to think about what is the optimal level that satisfies the government in terms of generating revenue, but at the same time not create a disincentive for people to go not to work, and then the government will lose revenue in the process. Well, I'll answer that in the context of the paper tomorrow, which has to do with the United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates doesn't have any value-added tax, so it was asked by IMF many, many years ago to introduce a value-added tax because the price of oil is very volatile and it makes revenues for the government very volatile. The problem is they don't know what rates the tax should be. Should it be 5%? Should it be 6%? Should it be 7%? And the other thing is that they are very much worried about how the different tax rates will affect different households. For example, are low-income households going to have more burden than high-income households? And these are very tricky questions that require rigorous and thoughtful analysis. To tell you about the conclusion, I want to tell you about the basic questions that we asked. One of them is, should taxes be non-uniform? That means, should we put a different tax, let's say, on food, a tax on food that's different from clothing, that's different from housing, that's different from transportation? Or have a uniform tax rate? Uniform, that means if you charge 5%, you charge it for all commodities. And what we found out is that the uniform tax is the best in the sense that it does not hurt and it does not pose an excess burden on the poorest households in the UAE.